Hi, I'm Father Ruben. Welcome to our first Monday conversation with Father Ruben. I have 3 questions for today. I pray that these questions and answers help the young men and women who sent them in, but also all who are listening. Let's get started. Eugene asked, how do we surrender to the will of God? Great question, Eugene. Something we all need to learn how to do. It's been written that to sincerely pray is to surrender to the will of God and cooperate with His will. This is a great example of what prayer is. If you throw out an anchor from your boat and it catches the shore and you begin to pull, are you pulling the shore to yourself, or are you pulling yourself to the shore? Prayer is not pulling God to our will. It is trusting and working to move ourselves in the direction of God's will, making our will the same as the will of God. Something that isn't always easy for us to do. We pray for what we think is best, for what we want, for what we believe we need. At the end of our prayer, when we say the words, "Your will be done, Lord," do we say those words having truly surrendered to the will of God our Father? Through faith, hope, and love, the 3 theological virtues, and through continuous practice we can learn how to totally and completely surrender to the will of God. Robert asked, what is the best way to follow the teachings of Christ? Wow, that is so important. If we truly want to follow the teachings of Jesus, we first have to accept that we are all called to be like Jesus, the most virtuous person to ever walk the face of the earth. He lived his life fully and completely practicing the cardinal virtues of prudence, justice, fortitude, and temperance. Sister Mary Elizabeth gave a talk about each of those virtues. You can always listen to those to remind yourself about the cardinal virtues. One of the goals of a devoted disciple is that we do all that we can to be like our Master. The Apostle Peter tells us, do not act in compliance with the desires of your former ignorance, but, as He who called you is holy, be holy yourselves in every aspect of your conduct, for it is written, be holy because I am holy. This means we must all strive to grow in holiness every day. Emery asked, what is the best way to deal with temptation? If these are the questions from the first day, we are all going to learn so much together. Emery, the Apostle James wrote, consider it all joy, my brothers, when you encounter various trials, for you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. And let perseverance be perfect, so that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. St. James makes it sound like a simple thing. Test yourself, test your faith, and if we successfully persevere, God promises that we will be lacking in nothing. Persevering in the face of temptation is a hard task. Through the love of God, the power of prayer, and the protection of Mary from the evil one, we have the resources to persevere. Our greatest challenge is having the discipline and desire to be perfect, complete, and lacking in nothing. It means remembering to turn to Mary and Saint Michael to help and protect us. It means wanting to be like Jesus, more than we want those things that Satan is tempting us with. Those things can only make us imperfect. My young disciples, thank you for such great questions. I truly pray that this becomes a great learning and growing experience for all those who send in questions and all those who listen, so that together we can all learn. Until we meet again, may the peace of Christ be with you today and always.